Gang, we are back. Today we're going to answer the question, how long does it actually takes to get jacked? This is a question that I get pretty often lately, especially from my clients and the people that I meet around the gym. To answer this question, there is actually a specific time frame or a specific number that actually going to tell you when you will finally be jacked. So before I answer that question, let me tell you how long it took me to get to this shape, to be this jacked. So it took me literally 10 years. And if I would have known that back then already, and trust me, I wouldn't even start it back then. Because let's be real. If someone tells me it's gonna take me 10 years just to get to this shape, fuck, I'm not gonna wait that long. Maybe I would have jumped to enhancement or some stuff or some shit like that. But anyways, the question you should be asking yourself is not how long it's going to take. Because the thing is, like I said before, if I would have known back then that it would take me 10 years to get to this level, I wouldn't have tried at all. That's literally the one thing that's gonna actually make the difference between you and this version of you that is actually jacked. Because at the end of the day, the time doesn't matter. It's gonna pass anyways. So it really doesn't matter if you are putting the work or not. It's still gonna pass. So you just gotta decide for yourself. Okay, hey, am I willing to lock in, put in a little bit effort, and get to the goal destination that I am? For example, when I started my coaching business, and one of my first clients was a guy named Daniel. He was a mechanic, and the moment I onboarded him in my program, I told him in the first 2 weeks, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna just get to the gym 3 times a week for 2 weeks straight, so we build a regular routine and habit. He said yes. The next day, I checked up his updates. He already filled out the check-ins. He already filled out his goals. He already filled out the formula, what told me what foods he likes or what he doesn't. He already started tracking his food alone. And the next day we met up. I told him, hey, I saw you already filled out all the information. How did you get into that already? He said, I just look up some information for myself, and then I already wanted to give a little head start to make your job also easier. I was like, that's crazy. That's easy money. So the transformation was already being put in place in the moment he started working with me. 3 months in, this guy got jacked, lost 10 kilograms, built muscle, and got shredded in the same time. After the 3 months, he was like, okay, look, right now, I really want to see what I also can get in if I go for another 3 months. 6 months in, best shape he has ever been in his entire life. He's the strongest, the most athletic, and the most confident. So, like I said, it's really depending on who is asking the question and how much you're willing to put in. At the end of the day, like I said before, time will pass anyways. But if you're still so eager to know how long it's going to take you to get jacked, let me give you the answer. It's actually 6 to 8 months. If you can stick to your regular workout routine and lock in your nutrition and sleep, and also the little habits like getting your steps in, drinking enough water, it will take you 6 to 8 months to finally be jacked. Because in the first 6 months to 12 months, this is where you're going to build the most muscle. This is where you're going to get the most gains in your entire fitness journey. That's how long it actually will take you to get jacked. Obviously, genetics plays a big role and your starting position. But if you don't have the mindset to really put in the effort, put in the work, get the reps in, you're not going to get anywhere. I personally, the first 3 years of my lifting journey, I was still heavily focused on just getting athletic, because basketball back then was my focus. And when I stopped playing basketball, I needed another compensation for my competitive nature. So I needed to put all this energy that was in me in something else. So I started putting it into the gym. The people that went to the gym with me back then still look the same 10 years ago. And every single time they see me, they're always like, bro, you're getting bigger every time. How is that even possible? We used to do the exact same thing. No, we didn't. I actually locked in. I actually was there for the love of the game. My only goal back then was to get stronger and get better. You just wanted to look good for a while and then stop. That's literally the difference. The amount of time it's gonna take you to finally get jacked is only depending on how much you are willing to put in. If you just go and half-ass the shit, you're only gonna get half the results. If you actually really want it and force it and actually attack it with aggression, you will get the results, guaranteed. Because at the end of the day, it's just basic 4 pillars: sleep, workout, nutrition, and steps. Pretty much it. If you get those 4 dialed in, you will be in shape in no time. So again, don't ask yourself the question, how long is this going to take? Ask yourself, how much are you willing to put in? And if you can answer that, you will know exactly how long it's going to take you. Even with bad genetics, you're going to be able to go from point A to point B in a short period of time. Imagine if I would have had the information that I have now back then. I started like training 2014. The information for training was basically on almost zero. There was like the infant phase of fitness. All the information that I was getting was from YouTube, from regular bro science. Like literally these guys were telling me to do like 8-hour arm workout, and guess what? I did that shit. 30-day squat challenge, I did that shit. Benching every day, I did that shit. You know why? Because I was there for the love of the game. And I knew damn well if I just put in enough effort, I will get somewhere. At the end of the day, raw action gets results, no matter what. The only thing that matters is your input. The output will happen regardless, will happen of no matter what you do. As long as the input is correct, the output will always match that energy. So the same thing with me for YouTube. I said to myself, post 3 to 4 times a week. Done. What I've learned so far, I learned to speak better, I learned to be more freely, I learned to be more authentic and enthusiastic in front of the cameras. You guys might not see or feel it yet, but I am doing it. And that's the one thing that matters. So remember, it doesn't matter how long it's going to take. Just ask yourself, how much are you willing to put in? And with that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Stay great.